Hi guys, welcome to another episode on the Talk Space. I am your favorite girl, Joycin, the only sane person, just as you know. And with me are my concubines.
I was so beat our time.
They're no longer guests. At this point, they are family. They are now co-hosting with me. So I can call them concubines because I married them into this podcast. So we have Mr. Charles and
Mr. B.
Mr. B. So today we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic. So I've looked at the way trends go on social media, and I've seen that it doesn't really take much for someone to trend. You just have to have the right strategy to trend. Yes. So on this episode, we're going to be teaching you how to go viral with just one video. You don't need, instead of saying consistency matters. You need to be consistent in going, you need to be posting by 4 p.m., post by 5, post by 1, post by 2. See, there are places those strategies don't even work. It doesn't work. I know you've been trying it and you've been trying to, but it doesn't work. Do you get it? So now, you're going to be looking at the patterns from old of how people have gone viral, and then you can now choose for yourself if you want to go viral for that kind of thing or if you want to go viral for those kind of things. Am I making sense?
No,
Am I making sense?
how we say. Honestly, like, just cannot be doing everything.
I'm making sense. I think there will be sense out of this nonsense I'm making. So,
Word. Out of every nonsense, there is sense. Abi.
come on, you're so on point. So, of recent, there's been a lot of strategies with young people for going viral. Now, I'll give you an example. If you are a lady, I know of someone, I'm going to say your story. I know someone that actually went viral for shouting, I be a shower, I be a shower. I know be a shower. I'm replicating what somebody did though. I'm not the Ashawo. I'm not the Ashawo, I'm just replicating. I know someone that always comes to line, I be a shower, She went viral for being an Ashawo. She calls herself the leader of the Ashawo gang. She's always giving Ashawo them tip on how to run the business. I don't know if you know what Ashawo is, but what Ashawo is in the English form. What's Ashawo in English form?
Sex worker. Let's just use the safe word.
Yeah, the sex worker. Yeah. I even heard that there's now, no, let me not go there. Let me not digress. I'm just being focused. So someone came online and this is a pattern. And she's shouting, I'm a show. She's not the first person to do it. Somebody else did similar thing to what she did. Do you understand? And came out and started shouting the same thing. I be a show. And it began like a pattern because it seems like social media is full of, the whole of social media is full of negative people always gearing to this type of things. Youths put interest in this type of things. Once you post something like this and they want to look at you, they want to comment, they want to say so many negative things. And it's just like people gear towards the negative things. So I don't know. I would ask Mr. Charles, what do you think about negativity and the way social media approaches it, the way people approach negativity in general?
I come from the evolutionary aspect. We have evolved to always survive. We have evolved to try and live the longest that we can. So we always try to look for or be on the alert for things that might not allow us to live that long. So people always react fast when they hear bad news. That's even why the normal mainstream media, because they've seen that a lot of people no more listen or watch television. A lot of things, whenever you're on your TV to listen to news, is always bad news. Like a lot of the time, even if it is a good news or if it's a neutral news, they will look for a way to make it look like a bad news so that people will, want to listen or tune in. So people, because of that, that's just natural. People want to always, they're always looking for where are we running away from? Where is the danger so that we'll not be there? So that survival instinct makes people always tend to react fast when they hear negative news. And secondly, they also like there is always something to talk about whenever it's a negative news. If it's a positive news, mostly the reaction is always thank God, do, and they will go. But a lot of people are passing through bad things. A lot of people have had bad experiences, so a lot of them can also relate to negative news. And some people, like usually say, some people like making it like a competition. You share your bad news, they want to share their own on top.
Yeah.
Nobody you suffer past me. Like, I don't know why, but I think it's just natural human instinct to react that way.
And then they have people that, just like what you're saying, there are people that, I don't know, human beings feel like they have the answers. There are people that want to advise you. They want to tell you, oh, you have done this way. Oh, you can do it this way. Oh, don't do it that way.
They want to appear as if they are better than you.
Yeah. They always want
to
to.
come
So
and advise you.
I think this is one of the reasons why negative news. Because if it is good news, there's nothing they advise. What they want to advise you for again? It's good news. If it's negativity, they want to advise you. They want to insult you. They want to criticize you. They want to play Jesus.
Something that make them feel superior.
That's the thing. I'm even better than this person. So, Mr. Bean, what do you think about the negativity surrounding social media and its virality?
Negativity. Well, like they say, controversy sells. Controversy it outweighs the good things that we see on social media. People tend to, in fact, most of the people, famous people, and most of the brands and the organizations that we came to meet or to know today in social media came from controversy. Some of the men of God even listened to or you heard for the first time came from one controversial statement that he made.
Drew something on their body.
Exactly. Controversy is what sells, is what pushes you in media space. So, and then secondly, there's this thing. And then secondly, there is this thing about people trying to associate a past trauma with what they see in social media. For example, somebody that has been sexually assaulted who enter social media before, and then they see a case about somebody that has been assaulted, and then they're like, men are very wicked, women are very wicked. This thing, they're trying to have a connection with that. So, and negativity is always something that connects people with their trauma or with their past.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So people,
What they refuse to hear.
not just about sexual assault, there are so many other negative things that happen. People that have been maybe defrauded, people that have, been falsely accused of something, and they see something that has happened to somebody in social media. They try to connect it because they've already had the trauma of that thing. They want to feel belong, or they want to feel among with that. So that's why negativity sells on social media. Past trauma is part of it. Oh, the first thing I said again, controversy is what blows people. If you're an artist, you want to blow it. See, one of the rappers the other day, we forgot about him. What's his name again? I think it's Quincy. He had to make a diss track on, and then
Everybody was.
I remember Quincy again. Oh, Quincy that year. So it's controversy. Now, what pushes people or pushes things in social media?
Okay. So, controversy, negativity, we would agree. But do you think it's also okay for people to create their own controversies? Like you sit in your room and you're thinking of what you do next to blow up. And then you decide to come on social media and tell a fabricated story. Like now, you come to us, you're acting film. You're acting film, we don't know you're acting film. And we think it's real. We that we're watching it, we think it's real. But you know that this thing is planned. You've set everything up.
Scripted it.
You scripted it and you are the only actor on that set. And you decided to execute it. Do you think it's okay that people do that?
I'll be on two sides here. To some extent, it's not okay, especially when you know that you are sharing something negative or sensitive as well, because people tend to, it might be something that maybe gather people to start reacting in a particular way. Maybe they want to help out, or they will now start teaching their children, see what happened there, or don't, and they will base that teaching on something that never happened. It's going to deceive people. It's going to make people not to trust you. It kills trust. But again, let's say you want to sell a good narrative. For instance, there are a lot of family issues, marriage issues, and a lot of people I've heard, they say that they're afraid of getting married because of a lot of things they see online. There are couples that can actually set up camera. They're actually having a happy home, but that time they're acting. They can set up camera to show the world that, see, a happy family still exists. You know, that one is on the good side. So it depends on where that story is. If that story is good, please tell it. You don't mind if it is fiction or real. Tell it so that people will be blessed. People's minds will be at peace. But if it is not a good one and it is not real, why bother?
You want to be viral.
Why
Go viral. You want to go viral.
You see, that's the problem. People just want to go viral.
Some people don't
at any
think,
cost.
they don't think of after effects of making certain decisions. Now, there's no integrity to your name. There's no big brand that wants to work with someone that lies.
Yes.
Because it tells on them. You're like a shadow on them. Like you represent them, and everyone that sees you with that brand do not want to associate with the brand because you're a liar. You've not told any true story in your life because you came with the narrative or something that didn't happen, and you painted it in such a way that it happened. We've had these cases back and forth. We've had so many of these things come out on social media, even before now. People have been doing it and getting away with it. And more people are still springing up, and it's still happening. What do you think, Mr. B? Do you think it's a good thing?
Well, like Mr. Charles said, if you have a good story, even though it's fiction, but it's a good story that will pass the message that you want across, it is fine. It is fine. To some extent, it is fine. But if it is a negative story and a sensitive one at that, the whole media space is saturated with a lot of negative stories. And the algorithm that governs all these apps, they tend to push these things, like they tend to push these narratives, these false narratives much faster, because that's what we are, let's say it's the dopamine. People are already programmed to click or to swipe on any false narrative. And then there are a lot of people that don't, let's say, I don't know how to put it now, people don't really go back and do self-retrospect, like, how did they say this thing in crypto? Do your research.
Yeah.
Like, they don't go and think deep and ask questions concerning some of the things that they watch and see on social media. And it has a way of entering their subconscious. Like, it paints a narrative inside their head that this is the way the world works, or this is the way the society is, which is not true, which is just because of, as a result of a false narrative somebody else has already painted in their head. And they think that, oh, this is the way. Just like, okay, for example, back in the day, we used to watch Nigerian movies, mostly Kanayo. All the movies that he does is always cult,
Sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Nice sacrifice.
Exactly. So it's a negative story that will be, even though it's fiction and a negative story, but over time, people watching those stories, watching those videos of him, those sacrifices, people already had it in there. Some people up till now still believe that man is an occultic man.
Yeah.
So you see how this thing works. It has entered their
Patience also called wicked.
Exactly. It has entered their subconscious that this man is diabolical. And funny enough, those movies they sold very, very well. Not only in Nigeria, in East Africa, in South Africa. Those far occultic movies, talk about them, they sold very, very well. Because of those bad negative influences. Also, the society thought that maybe that's where the society is, that they used to do, but that's not how it is. So if you are doing a story, or you are telling a story, or painting a narrative out there that is sensitive, that is controversial, and you know that it is going to God, I beg.
Mislead a lot
It's
of
going to mislead a lot of people. Please, there are other ways to blow. There are other ways to shine. It's true that controversy sells, but
it has a bad result in the long run. For instance, that canal you talked about, till today, some people think he actually does reach out, and some people will not want to associate with him because of that, and it's false. Some people think that Patience Ozokwo, even though from what I've heard, she's even a pastor now or a preacher, so people will still think that she's actually wicked for real, whereas she's just acting. And some people will take Osofia as an unserious human being because he's always jesting, and so that narrative is something that people should be sensitive about, because it has negative effects.
It has a way of eating into your subconscious, programming your mind that, no, see, this is the way this person is, this is the way the world works, this is the way. Meanwhile, it's just social media. It's just social media.
But for movies, I would say you literally bear in mind that this is acting. Because people now know. It's easier to say this thing is acting. These people are just acting. They're acting what it would be.
All right, they say it's acting, but in their mind, it has registered in their mind that this is the way the society, this is the way the world works.
People say after what is happening in the society that they're acting.
Exactly.
Truly, they are portraying what is working, what is happening in society. But then it doesn't tell on them as a person. In the long run, the person defending that this is just me acting. It's me doing my job. I'm acting somebody else's reality.
That's why I'm saying that.
Do you understand? Now, what I'm talking about now is people that they are not acting, they're not being paid to be actors. They come out and they tell you that this is their reality.
And you will not know they are not acting.
And you don't know they are not acting. And the only reason for them to behave in that manner is for them to go viral. I talked about the lady that used to shout Ebi Ashawo. She's not an Ashawo in real sense.
Oh, really?
If not the fact that she just does that because it drags traffic for her. She did try it the first day. She saw people comments everywhere. But the next day, she carried camera. The same strategy. It was working. It was working.
Begin to shout.
And at some point, she said using the traffic to go to her business. For her now, it was like a strategy. It's with time that people began to, it's not like you fool the crowd. It's with time that people began to realize that this was not really, she's not really an Ashawo as she claims she is.
Actually thought she builds the Ashawo in the night and does the business during the day. Honestly speaking, seriously,
she's not really Ashawo as she does. There's another younger girl that tried that. I think the girl went viral on TikTok. I think she was also invited on Honest Bunch podcast. She talked about her traumas and how it has told on her. After she had finished, she did that Ashawo thing. She always used to wear open up clothes that reveal sensitive parts of her body. And then she said most of the people, and she's not married, she's a young girl, most of the people that she gets then, they are asking her how much for a night. They will come into her DM, they'll ask her how much, and she's like,
after the podcast.
After she's just telling of her story, how she got to fame.
Okay.
Do you understand? So people were calling her because of that fame. And do you even know what happened? She was even in the process of sorry. Hey, I used the word.
It's okay.
She was even in the process of her shouting this herself, and she couldn't come out to talk about it because who they sexually assault Ashawo? Who?
You don't know what you came out to do.
Yes, you said you are this. So even if you come out and start telling people that they sexually assaulted you, how now? Like your work with that.
And your work.
They forced you to do your work. You don't have to do your work again.
That is it. It's your work. So I feel like this thing told on her personality. Do you understand? It told on her as a person. The brands that wanted to work with her, we are brands that wanted to showcase bikini, what you should not do stark naked, this thing, clubs. These are the kind of things you attract.
Yeah.
Eventually.
These are the kind of things you attract.
Because no,
There is
no,
no
no sales guys will
sensible
come and-
brand that will want to work with you
Oh.
when you post a false narrative about yourself. When you let people view you in a different light. So I feel like everyone should just calm down. I want to go viral, I want to go viral. What do you want to go viral for? You want to go viral for the wrong things? Or do you want to build consistency and patience with going viral? Do you want to know you for the good things?
And there are a lot of people that have been known for good things that have gone
Yes,
viral.
yes.
A lot of them. So it's very possible.
It is possible. But it's just that most people feel like, especially this generation, they feel like doing good to go viral takes a lot of time.
They don't want to work
And it
hard.
takes a lot of work. So it's just easier to just be controversial.
Good.
It's just
shortcut.
easier to just be. We've had a lot of people do that. And even these ones too that are always dragging popular people. There's this controversial viral people that go viral for always dragging
popular
people
people.
that already
It's their
stand
own way
off.
of- it's their
That's
own
their
way
own way
Yeah.
of going viral as well. So we have these people they always want to drag someone that is already on the top just so that they too they can also go viral. Do you want to? I don't know. Somehow I feel like everybody knows what they are doing, and it's sometimes when we see some of these things, it registers in the minds of people that are still growing up. It now seems like the world is full of bitter people.
Now, where the angle I'm trying to come from now is that all these things, they have consequences. They have consequences. Even if it's not on the short term, has long-term consequences.
Yeah.
Because I was strolling on to, X the other day. So there was this lady who accused somebody of her. Later found out that it was not true. She rebranded herself. She rebranded, packaged herself and started doing business again, telling people, I've forgotten the line of business as well, but she rebranded herself. But because of people has already known her face, the whole of the guys and the men on Twitter saw her and they were like, bro, you tell everybody that will come and tell everybody, bro, leave this girl who she accused somebody of this before. Don't go and do business with her before she will come and you see? You see the repercussions now because of false narrative that you've painted or the false narrative accusation that you've done or something. These things, they have repercussions. If not now, on the long term, later in life.
Tell on you.
Sometimes I wonder these girls that do this, because especially girls that do it, most of them, I think some guys do. What are they expecting their children to think of them tomorrow? When they see those videos, they will say, wait, see what mommy is doing on social media, bro. See what mommy is just doing. See what mommy posted 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
My bro,
Don't they think that
don't be surprised. 10 years later, when they are now ready to settle down or start having children, they will go and delete all those videos.
they will repent? Someone that might bring it up. Someone that might bring it up. Maybe when they are going into they want to go into a position, and then someone doesn't want to enter that position, they will go and bring out one old video.
That's why they say the internet never sleeps. The internet
They
never
don't forget it.
Yes. So that is the long run. On the long run, that is the repercussion. They says, how did they say this thing? Okay, they say that there is freedom of speech. There's freedom of expression. But what comes after the freedom is what we cannot. The freedom of expression is longer than exactly. So
that's it. So at this point, we are literally saying, as an individual in the society we live in, be very conscious of the decisions you make. Be very conscious of your actions, especially on this media space. Don't be desperate to go viral. Don't be desperate to start trending. Everybody has his own time. And you will not go viral for the wrong things. You end up going viral for the right things. Do you understand? So don't do things out of impulse. Don't do things because, hey,
If
that my friend,
if-
don't go viral.
if you don't
Let me
know,
start doing it. Let me go viral. So how did you do it? How did you do it?
if you don't know what to do, go and find something else and do. In fact, go and do 3 days prayer and fasting. Go and seek the face
So-
of God. Seek the face of God. Tell him, ask him to show you the way. Honestly.
Sometimes
It is not a must that you will go viral. It's not a must that you will get to the people maybe for everybody. Maybe for everybody.
that's the thing. And we must not all be content creators.
Exactly. You must not
Oh, we must not all be content creators. They'll tell you, one is on the internet. We must not all be content creators. Some of us, if all of us are content creators, who will now watch the content? Who will make people watching the content that will make us to blow? So I'm just saying. So if you don't have any idea of anything to use and go viral, just do that your small thing. One day it's going to blow. Don't go and do controversies. Don't go and act script for us and lie and tell so many things. It's not good for your
It will
image.
scar you for
It is
life.
not good
To
for your
man.
image. So if you have watched us to this very point, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Do you understand? You can share this video to that friend of yours who has been doing so many things that are not right. You can share this video. They're going to learn few lessons from it and, calm down in their tracks and begin to rethink the steps they want to take. At this point, we've come to the end of this episode. So we hope to see you in our next episode. It's a wrap.